Alright, I wanted to make a video about why you don't flame your teammates for playing the game, because I got flamed for playing Penny when it was genuinely a team diff, right? Our team as a whole wasn't doing well. It wasn't just me, but I got flamed. Like, everybody on our team was running 0-2, but I start getting flamed. And you shouldn't be flaming your teammates, because I started to get a little mad at it. If you watch the stream, if you watch the VOD, I started to get mad at this guy. And if somebody got mad and they were extra mad, more mad than I was, then, well, what are you going to do about it? They're probably going to throw, right? So let's look at it. Right here, you're going to see the mine setup I use. It's probably not the best. My nest is up there around the wall. I'm going to spread it around here now, and the goal here is to close off this choke. People are going to try and flank there. The Strange comes in and backs out because he sees my nest and the web's there. But right there, my entire team backs up immediately. We immediately start backing up, and now this gets no value. And that's not on them. We got pushed really hard. I wasn't fully aware of what was happening. I VOD reviewed it. We probably shouldn't have immediately backed up, but we did. And then eventually, there's this Wanda in the back, and it hurt us even more. Why are we just backing up the whole time? Is that Wanda in our back line? Such a problem? And then the second thing happens again in point 2, and partially my fault because I didn't want to stand there and have it happen again, right? I didn't want that exact same thing to happen again, where I place my mines, I put it down in a spot, I do all this setup, and then they just walk past it, and we get no value from it. So I wanted to see where our other tank was going to play before I took off angles or set up a nest to help the supports, because if the Wanda was a problem, I was going to stay in the back and try and stun her to oblivion until she stopped farming our backline. And then they do the same thing again, partially because I was hesitating. They blow through us, and they start flaming me. By the way, the person flaming me is hella 0-2. I'm 0-2. Nearly everybody, I think we only have 1 kill on the team total. Nearly everybody is 0-2. It is just a team diff. It is not my fault specifically. It's not anybody's fault specifically, but you chose to flame somebody because you're... Why? Why are you flaming somebody, bro? Brother, we're all getting the same stat line. I've had the mines down most of the game. It's okay. It's just... We're getting diffed. I did. They were... Okay, yeah, it locks off that room where the health pack is, where people try to flank from, but it's okay.
Ready to help.
Yeah. What you didn't put it in?
Pure chaos! All right.
So, right, I explained it to him what I was doing, and you can tell I'm getting pretty like, okay, man, this isn't my fault. It's not like, why are you blaming me for doing that? It's not my fault. And then he tells me I didn't do it. I explained that's what the point of it was. This is what I was trying to do with that. And I was getting snarky. And he tells me that I didn't do it at all. And then after that, I miss my stun on the Wanda. It's terrible, but you'll see in a second. I think she's going to go float down because she's going up and down a little. She floated up when I thought she was going to go down. I missed. We lose point 2. Right? But through point 2, they sort of just walked in a straight line, and our team just backed up, me included, because I can't just not back up. I mean, I'm playing Penny. Even if I take an off angle at that point, I'm taking off angle to die on an off angle immediately. They're just going to shoot me, kill me instantly, and leave. They all backed up, so I have to back up with them. I'm kind of chained to the supports in this game, because without healing, I'm just going to explode. I'm on Penny. Well, it depends. If I'm on an off angle, and if you watch the stream, you'll see me tear it up on off angles later. But, like, literally, that's what it is. And then we waste a support ult in their spawn. You know what he has to say about that? Absolutely nothing. And I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. Right now, after we waste the support ult in their spawn, they all die in the support ult that we wasted in their spawn, and we didn't flame them for that. But we continued to flame me. At that point, it's still my fault we're losing. I'm going 3-3. The rest of our stats is 1-3 Deadpool, 1-4 Hela, the guy who's flaming me, the 3-4 Moon Knight, the 1-3 Cloak and Dagger, the 3-3 Invisible Woman. So no. It's the Penny's fault that we backed up immediately. It's not the fact that we're playing Benjamin and Netanyahu and we let the Wanda Witch steamroll the back. Wanda Witch, Scarlet Witch steamroll our backline. That's not the problem at all. That's not a problem. It's not the problem that everyone just backs away because they're afraid of getting shot at all. That's not the problem at all. The problem is that I placed my nest and you all backed away and it got no value because apparently I didn't even place it in there at all to begin with, because my webs were in that room. They were very clearly in that room. You can watch it. And so at this point, I just kind of start bawling out. And I'm not in voice chat anymore because I am. After he said you didn't do that, and he got really aggressive, I was done because I knew I was not going to be even remotely nice at all. And you'll see at the end I wasn't. The next time I go into match chat, I was a snarky asshole because I am not above him. I'm not above him. I'm not better than that. You know, I'm a bitch. So, it's just that, like, dude, you are doing worse than me. So much worse than me. And yet, it's my fault. Why is it always someone else's fault? Stop blaming other people. Just play better. Because what I did in this match is I went, okay, I'll play better. And I just, because typically if it's Deadpool or Angela or Rogue, I won't leave, especially in lower ranks. Like if I'm playing in Plat, like I played a few games in Plat this season on my main account because of placement matches, and I didn't leave if my other tank was an off tank. If my other tank is like Venom or Thing or something, I'll stay on the front line or near the front line. I said, fuck it. We're taking hard off angles. We're taking all the pressure so that way they can do something. So I decide, fine, I'm going to set up in this room, and I'll spread my webs so that way they just can't make any more progress. Hopefully. We get a cloak ult off, we're just living in the cloak ult, we're able to stun, they get their invis ult, Strange is going to ult here after the Moonlight one, stun that, kill him, turn around, help them kill that. I didn't hit any shots, but I still helped.
An extra force field? Great.
I'm not done.
Then we kill everyone, and that fight ends. After that is just a steamroll of defense. They don't move it up. They get one team kill with a Wanda ult because I didn't have 2 stuns. Okay, I'll be honest. I missed my stun on the Strange. You can see it. I was unable to track him. I think there was an invis ult. I just watched it and deleted the clip because I didn't think it was necessary. But then the attack, I'm probably just going to let this speak for itself unless I think there's actually something I want to clarify in how I'm playing and what I want to set up. If you're using this as like a tutorial or something, I don't know why you would, but if you were. And it's my fault. Did you see how fast he stopped talking shit? Jesus Christ. Like, obviously the nest placement isn't going to do anything if you let them walk through it. Like, not that they walked through the nest, but they genuinely just walked past it, and we didn't hold the front line at all. They just kept walking. They walked in a straight line through to the end of the first point with no resistance. I was holding down an off angle, and then I went, shit, my team's not here. I had to leave. I mean, there's only so much I can do.
Strange.
I moved there. I think those are getting destroyed on their way back.
They got behind you.
When I hit the card again like an idiot, I did that like a few times in the last game.
I have a shield, but no complaints. A little help, please. The only squid I want is an appetizer. Hold still. I'm trying to help.
So long. Let's play a game!
Just embrace the light.
The moon haunts
Hit the wrong guy. But I can walk into here.
ready again.
Aggressive flank.
Thanks for the target practice.
Force them back.
Us against the world! You I accept.
Tandy needs help.
Behind you.
Too early. It's possible, though fairly difficult to catch that.
Great. You forced my
Because your web counts as a projectile, and so does that. I don't know why. I don't know which projectile.
The moon
Damn it.
haunts.
I tried to get out of it, but I just wasn't fast enough.
Tandy needs help.
Sorry.
Let me take
Mess,
a
Spectre.
super aggressive flank.
Tentacles are my thing.
Oh,
You do you.
yeah, that really helps.
Shields up!
There's invis.
Love that healing feeling. Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
I'll get you next time.
Some sort of squids.
It goes
the
through.
moon haunts you.
Take a look behind.
Hostiles up front. A skip from Khonshu. 86th the arc.
Help. I have a shield, but no complaints. All right, Ty. Now we will destroy.
Baby, that's the good stuff.
They come behind you.
I seem to be. Better make this count.
I'm still
Guys who just
leading
showed
the
their
team
stupid
in
faces.
kills, dude.
Smile.
It's fine.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I just can't believe I was the first person who got flamed this match. When we were objectively, the entire team was 2-2. I mean 0-2.
Need some
The entire team.
An
I need to
extra
go
force
fix
field?
this.
Great.
I need to set up early so that way the mines have time to spawn. Now come on up. Supports can't see you when you're up there. Alright. Oh, thank you, Cloak and Dagger. Don't know if that was for me, but I definitely used it.
Now I see them.
Hope I make the cut.
Us against the world!
The moon haunts you. I'm doing this my way.
Put the webs there. Dude, fall back. I'm literally trapped. I should have done it sooner though, but
Front.
that was kind of a waste.
All right, Ty. Now we
Careful, or we're gonna get it from back. Magneto! Love that healing feeling. May the force be with you.
I've got your back. Shields up.
And I got that kill at the end.
2-2.
Don't worry, I'll remember that I was the problem next time.
Yeah, you were.
Another epic victory. Big win.
So we take all the points. Easy. By the way, I'm getting so much value on off angles. I'm killing their DPS. I'm killing their supports. I'm killing their tanks sometimes. I'm taking so much attention. And you know, I preluded it earlier. But I'm a little bit of a bitch. So I did have something to say at the end of the match. But like, he insists that I was the problem. That it's not like No, no, no. You're just leading in kills. You have the least deaths. You have the most assists. That one's. I just made that up. I'm sorry. You have the most final hits. You blocked a lot of damage. You took a lot of space. You were the problem. You did everything. You're the problem. You need to get help. What is going on, dude? Just accept that. Okay, my bad. My bad. I flamed you when I shouldn't have flamed my own teammate. My bad. I'm all for rage baiting the enemy team, right? You may not know that about me. I'm all for rage baiting the enemy team. But don't flame your teammate during the match. Because if I was not, and I don't pride myself on being the bigger person, but if I was not the bigger person in this scenario, I could have just gone Widow. And sure, they have bans for that now. Not if I try. If I play Widow and I try my best, but I just suck, that's not throwing, technically. I'm trying. And I can appeal it. I can say, I'm sorry that I'm bad on Widow. I was trying. I thought it would help the team. And maybe I get the ban appealed. Like, genuinely, you know people can do much worse, right? Don't flame your teammates, at least until the match is over. Just quick PSA, because things can turn around. And if I wasn't the bigger person, we would have lost. If I genuinely didn't say, okay, let's just play better. Let's play better like I have to carry. Then I can do stuff so that way they can perform well. Because he couldn't perform well on his own. Nobody who's actually good and like, oh, I don't belong in this rank, or actually good to the point where they can tell other people how to play the game on characters that they've never played, will be going 1-4. They won't be going 0-2. They'll at least get a pick, or at least help in a kill. You're not going to be good enough to tell people how to play the game, and also negative. Or at least that negative, the same negative as your entire team. So don't flame your teammates during the game. Because it could have gone a lot worse. I stepped it up, I did great, and I left in the parts where I messed up. Most of them, I think. I think there's one part I cut because it was boring. I used my ult, and I went on the wrong side of the cart as my supports, and I got completely obliterated for it. But I'm disclosing that with you now. Like, I know I'm not perfect, and I've admitted that mine placement at the beginning might not have been the best. I haven't watched any strats for this map. All the strats I've used that you see me use, all cooked up in here, could be entirely wrong. I look contrasted as fuck. But that's not the point. The point is, why would you ever flame your teammate like that? I'm all for rage baiting the enemy team, but why would you do it? It doesn't make sense. That's just laughable, dude. Now the rage baiting has started. Because now he's going to get real mad that I pointed out that we both have a triple. I have most kills. I have less deaths. I have more finals. Oh. Like, once they push through there, because they pushed through main point, right? And then they pushed through main point, and no one went down the angle that I was on. I backed up. Right? And I backed up, and there was not really much I can do about that. Once our entire team backs up, that's pretty much it. Right? Team backed up. I can stand on the off angle as much as I want, but my team is back there. I'm on this off angle. I'm trying to lock down this point. No one went through that choke. And you know what? That's on me for not, like, setting it up in a way where it wasn't reliant on people going through that choke. I was playing the health pack, I was doing what I thought was correct, and then all of a sudden, my team was not there because they backed up so much, and that's not on them. We got pushed super hard. But then I couldn't set up again. To be like, oh, you didn't get a chance to set up because blah, blah, blah. Like, that's, I don't know, that's kind of fucked. Hey, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to see you around. That match was streamed. Obviously, I stream sometimes, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. to about 5. Tuesdays and go later, but 4:30 max on Thursdays. Subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you think. Like, genuinely, is that a good example of why you shouldn't flame your teammates? I think it's a great example, because that wasn't my fault. Like, there's parts where I can take some blame for it, but fully, the reason why we lost that point cannot and should not rest entirely on me and where I put those mines. Maybe it was a bad placement. Let me know. I mean, I play Penny all the time, but since that map came out. I've only played her like 20 times on the new map, and I haven't looked up anyone else's mine placements. It's all just what I've found in my ranked matches that I've found to be pretty good. The off-angle ones for offense were pretty decent that I've found, but defense might need some work. So let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube things, and thanks for sticking around. Wet Willy!